Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this particular video, we'll be looking into another consensus mechanism which is called as proof of activity or PoA. By the end of this particular video, you'll be understanding the concept of PoA, the hybrid consensus mechanism, block creation process of PoA, and its advantages and limitations. So I hope you are excited. Without further delay, let's start. In the previous videos, we have seen PoW, PoS, PoB. To combine the benefits of PoW and PoS, a new mechanism was proposed which is called as PoA. So basically, it is a combination of PoW and PoS. So let's have a look at the core concept of it. So by the definition, PoA or proof of activity is a hybrid consensus mechanism that combines proof of work and proof of stake to secure the blockchain network. So diagrammatically, you can see POW, we know that it is used to start the blockchain creation, right? Plus POS, we know that it is used to validate and finalize the block. So these two actual strengths of both the processes are actually taken forth. This allows the system to benefit from both the mechanisms. So basically, instead of relying on just one mechanism, PoA uses two layers of security. This allows the blockchain network to benefit from both computational security as well as the economic stake security. So I hope to some extent at an overview level, PoA is clear to you all. Now let's have a look at the basic idea of PoA. In the PoA process, the process happens in two stages. Okay, so in the stage one, the miners perform the POW work. Okay, so what now this is to start the block creation process. In the next stage, what happens is validators are selected based on the stake. Okay, so what PoS concept that we have seen in the previous proof of stake videos, the same concept is applied over here. The validators are chosen based on the high number of stakes whoever has. Okay, they are selected based on the stake to confirm the block. Okay, so to validate the block. So for both these purposes, in both these stages, this is how it works. So the formula becomes PoA equals POW plus POS. This improves both security and efficiency. So I hope a basic idea you are getting. Now let's have a look at the detailed block creation process. Okay, so it takes 6 steps. In the very first step, the transactions from the users are selected. In the step 2, the miners perform proof of work to create the block header. Okay, so the mining task is being done over here. Next, in the third step, a partial block is created. Okay, in the very fourth step after the step 3, the network selects validators based on the stake. Okay, so you can see how the transition is being done from POW to POS now. Okay, in the step 5, the validators will sign the block. In the step 6, the block is finally added to the blockchain network. So in proof of activity, both the miners and validators participate in the block creation process. So I hope these things are clear. Now, if you guys have any doubt about the block header is simply a small portion of the block data that contains important metadata like previous block hash. Okay, and when we talk about partial block, okay, it is nothing but a block that has been started by the miners, but still needs validators confirmation. Okay, so I hope the block creation process is clear to you all. Now, let's take an example of PoA. Okay, we have miners A, B, C, and we have validators XYZ. Okay, now miners will do its task. Okay, and we have validators XYZ. X has a stake of 100 coins, Y has a stake of 50 coins, and Z has a stake of 20 coins. The process works like this. Miner A successfully solves the proof of work puzzle. Okay, next, a block header is created. Next, the network selects validators based on their stake. Okay, so you can see we have 3 validators based on the stake. Whichever has the highest stake will be chosen as a validator. Okay, in the step 4, what happens is validator, whoever is selected, will verify and sign the block. Once enough validators confirm it, the block is added to the blockchain network. Like this, the process goes in PoA. Okay, diagrammatically also, POW, when it's solved, block header is created. Validators are selected based on the stake. They will sign the block and add it to the chain after verification. So I hope this example is clear. Now let's see the role of miners in PoA. Miners perform the proof of work stage. Okay, basically they collect the transactions, they solve the cryptographic puzzles as seen in POW concept previously. They create a block header. Miners do not finalize the block. Finalization is done by validators. Remember this. Role of validators is like validators are selected based on the stake, right? Whoever has the highest stake will be chosen as validators, as in the POS mechanism. Okay. Now the responsibility of a validator is to verify the block created by the miner, sign the block, and confirm the block validity. Okay. Once this is done, the block will be added to the blockchain. So once enough validators will sign, the block becomes a part of the blockchain. Validators will receive rewards for participation. Remember this. Now, talking about the advantages of PoA concept, it combines the strength of PoW and PoS. Okay, it improves the blockchain security, double layer protection, right? PoW itself is very secure, and POS is also having some security. So combining both of them, it gets two-step authentication kind of scenario. So a higher amount of security is being done in here. Next, it reduces the risk of certain attacks, like it's very hard for any attacker to compromise or create an attack in the blockchain. It also encourages the participation. Both miners and validators are given a chance, right? Not only miner or not only validators are used, both of them are used. So participation is also increasing. Because both computation and stake are involved, the network is harder to attack. I hope the advantages are clear. Now let's have a look at the disadvantages of it. It still requires POW mining, right? So energy consumption is very high in this particular case, more complex than POW or POS. Implementation and maintenance challenges are very high. It requires coordination. Both the miners and validators must coordinate accurately, otherwise, the flow will not work. Now, due to all these complexities, PoA is less commonly used than POW or POS. I hope it is clear. One example of the blockchain that uses a hybrid consensus system similar to proof of activity is Decred. Decred combines the proof of work and proof of stake consensus. In this system, the miners, they create the blocks using the proof of work concept. The stakeholders vote to approve the blocks using the proof of stake. This ensures both mining power and stakeholder participation are involved in the network governance. So I hope this real world example is clear to you all where it is being used. Now, talking about the comparison of this particular mechanism with the other. So basically, the key idea of proof of work is having mining power, computation. The key idea of stake is to lock certain cryptocurrency so that it could be invested into the process of validation, right? Next, proof of burn concept that we have seen, it has the mechanism of destroying the coins to the burn address to earn the rights or to earn the trust authority. When we talk about proof of activity, it is a combination of proof of work plus POS, that is proof of stake. Okay, so it is basically a hybrid approach. Each mechanism tries to achieve the secure consensus in different ways. Okay, so the goal is the same, but the ways are different. So I hope this thing is clear to you all. So this brings us to the end of the video. I hope the entire concept of PoA is clear to you all and how the POW and POS mechanisms makes PoA in existence. If you guys have any single doubt, then put it in the comment section. I'll be happy to solve it. For more such videos, do like and subscribe to my channel. Also hit the bell icon and don't forget to follow me on Instagram. Please join me on Telegram. Thanks for watching. Have a good day ahead.